friends. So it's Tuesday, and yes, I totally just went MIA since like Friday. Talk about good times. I hope you guys had an amazing Labor Day weekend with your friends or family or relaxing on the couch, eating, doing whatever you do. I hope it was the best time ever. I know I had a great weekend. William was able to make it in, so therefore we were able to hang out and enjoy and just relax. I call it relaxing. He probably didn't think shopping for shoes was relaxing, but I did. No, we had a good time. We made homemade pizza. We just had a great time, just enjoying the weekend and each other and him being home. So yeah, it was good. Um, Today started back. We went in all in today. Like it was a great Monday on Tuesday is what it was. Um, I've been working on a whole lot of notes today and just doing what I need to do and, making the best of it. So there you have it. Been kind of working on some treatment plans, and it just kind of makes me think about, when I go in and create or develop a treatment plan for somebody, just the dynamics of, me creating it by what I see or observe or hear. And it it astonishes me in a way because I don't even know that I express my feelings or thoughts that well. And some of these people that I'm creating treatment plans for can tell me exactly what the problem is. Um, and they just need some tools to be able to help them with that. And I think, in an essence, that's probably why we become therapists, is because we want to help. We want to be, that somebody for them to allow them that ability to have that somebody. So I think that that's, just sitting here developing treatment plans. It's really, again, just a good reminder of why I do what I do. Um, we get so busy and everything's just happening, and we go through processes of life, and we don't really think about all the weight or stress or worry or concern or all of the things that I'm gonna say bad, but they're not bad, but they all just start weighing down on you, like a big weight. And a lot of times, guys, not everybody knows how to get that weight shed off. How do we decompress? How do we get rid of? How do we reduce or release those, extra pounds of weight? And again, we're not talking physical weight. It doesn't come and like put weights on your shoulder, but it can feel like it because we get so wrapped up in it. And I know that this is going to sound redundant because we talked about it last week about how we have to just reset and relax. But again, when I start looking at the dynamics of these treatment plans, and guys, these are kids that are anywhere from 8 to 14, and some of the weight that they have on their shoulder, there's no reason to question why they do what they do or say what they say. I mean, as an adult, I don't know that I could handle half of what they have, because my problems seem very minute compared to theirs, right? So I can't just tell kids, well, just take a vacation and relax and take it, just let it all go. I can't tell them that. I have to, hope that I can give them direct tools that allows them to lift some of that weight and provides them the ability to, just be able to know what to do when the stuff arises. So I deal with a lot of, teaching coping skills, talking about what we need to do to change, what we need to do to create different, what we need to do to get to where we want to do, where we want to be. A lot of times I think when people think about therapists, they think about going in, laying on the couch and tell me all your problems. And in reality, that's so far from who I am. Your problems are important. Don't get me wrong. We're going to talk about problems for a minute. But what we're going to do is we're going to find ways to work beyond those problems. Okay. Um, Kind of like William and I were talking this weekend when we were home. And it's hard to say, hey, boss, I need 10 days off work because it's just hard to do that, you know? Well, in reality, what makes it hard is that we don't want to be anybody to think we're disappointing them or that we're letting them down or that whatever it may be. Okay, so that's the problem. So how do we get around that? And I told him, I was like, just talk to him. I know it's easier said than done. I haven't even really told my job that I'm going yet, um but I will, trust me. um I feel that it's just imperative to start, talking to them and letting them know and letting them make the decision of what happens, right? I don't really think they're going to care that he takes days off because he's not taken but one day off into a month and a half. So, um, it's just one of those things, like that little bit is kind of a weight on his shoulder, I think. Just how to get rid of that. How do you handle it? What do you do? Now think about that when it's somebody like a younger kid and they're having issues with how do I tell my friend I don't have I don't live with my mom and dad, or how do I tell my friend that I live in a location that there's 11 other little boys? How do I tell my friends? Those are the things that they have weighing on them that we probably wouldn't think about in a normal realm because we're not in that situation. Okay. Um, and that those things greatly impact our littles that are, the ones that I work with anyways. They're big issues and create big feelings, and it's hard to work through those when you don't know how to work through them. So I talk a lot about use of coping skills. I talk a lot about, just on an adult level, just taking a break and letting it happen, just breathe. I've been saying this a lot. Smell the roses or the flowers and blow out the candles, because that's the whole deep breathing concept, and you just gotta woosah, relax. And I'm reading through these, and I'm still creating these treatment plans, and it is saddening how much they endure as kids. And it is saddening to have to write some of this stuff up because they are kids. And you're just at a loss. Like, how did that ever happen? Or, how did it go this far? Whatever the question is. I just couldn't imagine having the stress or the anxiety or the fear or the sadness or whatever that they are feeling that they do. And it makes me, again, more motivated to do what I do, you know? um, Not all my kids are littles. Not all my kids are, in one location. I do some outpatient, I do some inpatient. So we're kind of all over the board. But all in all, they all have the same problems. And it's important for me to help them create those pathways to different, um, be able to help them just interchange with the world around them, and engage with peers at school, and do all the things that they can as healthy as they can, mentally, physically, whatever. So yeah, it kind of relates back to what I talked about last week, and I questioned, because I talked last week about how we as adults can make those decisions to unplug from the real world, from the world, shut off our phones, go on a vacation, do whatever we want to do. But if you have littles out there, guys, and they're struggling, COVID's been hard on all these little guys. And if you're sitting here watching this and you have kids at home and you're going, how do I help them? Sit down. I mean, you're not going to make a treatment plan, but sit down and ask them what they feel the problem is. Sit down and ask them what they want to change. Sit down and ask them what they need to help with that change. Be their support, and if you're struggling yourself with anything, think about it. I mean, think about what your goal is and what you want to do, because sometimes that ability to just take off and take a vacation or get away is not available. So we have to come around and do something different. Okay. So I guess my outtake on Tuesday is, if there's anything that's bugging you and you want it to change or you want it to be different, it's time to start thinking about it and seeing what you can do to lift that weight off your shoulder and creating steps that will allow that to happen. And if you need any help or suggestion or anything with, how to do that, because goal setting is hard for some people. Let me know. I can definitely put you in the right direction and see if I can help you get some words of encouragement to make tomorrow better, because, for some, going to take a shower or a bath is not possible. Relaxing in the bathtub, for some, going out to the garden is not possible. So I know that I talk a lot of things that, you can do, but I know that there's also some limitations to that depending on the situation, who you are, what's going on in your world. So if there's anything that I can help you with, just reach out, because that's what I want to do. I want to help as many people as I can. And I'll definitely try to get you in the right direction, because that's what I want to do. So with that being said, we have a little countdown to our trip. Didn't realize that we were going to be gone as long as we were, or are. But I'm way excited, and this weekend has been a great little refresh, like that whole refresh that we talk about. I really just kind of unplugged and was able to be present, and it was a great weekend. So I hope you guys had the same. And again, if there's anything at all that you guys want to talk about, please feel free to reach out to me, because I am available to you if needed. Again, I have to disclaimer, I'm not a therapist. One day I hope to be, but not today. But I can definitely try to help you all that I can. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys again for watching and coming back and seeing me when I do post. Sorry I didn't, check in or say anything yesterday, but I did. I just needed me time and I needed to relax. So that's what I did. And that's okay. So you guys have a great day, a great evening, and make tomorrow all that you want it to be. And I'll talk to you guys later. Again, thank you for listening. Thank you for liking, share, subscribe this, hit the bell, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye. Don't you see I'm shining? When I don't you see I'm shining? When I don't you see I'm shining? When I don't you see I'm shining?